Hello, we are going to be drawing out the lumbosacral plexus. So we are going to start by drawing out the roots. So here we have L1, L2, L3, and L4. Now L1 through L4 is going to make up the lumbar plexus. And then L4 and L5 are going to make up the lumbosacral trunk. Now the lumbosacral trunk is just going to tie in and kind of join together or connect the lumbar plexus to the sacral plexus. So again, that is L4 and L5, and that is the lumbosacral trunk. Next we're going to have S1 through S4. And S1 through S4 is going to make up the sacral plexus. Okay. Then we're going to draw our roots over. We're going to make them pretty long just to kind of provide some additional space to draw everything out. Okay, I'm going to kind of tidy this up just to make it a little neater. Alrighty, so L1 is going to branch and split off into two here. And then we're also going to combine some things here. We've got S4 and S3 combining, S3 and S2 combining, S2 and S1. And then S1 and L5 combining. All right, and then we're going to draw out our diamonds. So here on these bottom two junctions we made, we're going to draw our diamonds. And then before I draw these nerves in, I do want to indicate a little line here, a little squiggly line between L4 and L5. So everything above this line here, is going to indicate the lumbar plexus, and then anything below that line is going to indicate the sacral plexus. All right, so drawing these nerves in, the top of these two diamonds we made, we're going to have the posterior femoral cutaneous nerve. Draw that over. We have the posterior femoral cutaneous. And then we also have the pudendal nerve as well. All right, so those are the two nerves coming directly off the roots. We're going to switch over to the color green. And this is going to indicate everything coming off the posterior divisions. Sure that's visible. So I am going to kind of just write out my mnemonic just to assist as we go through this. Okay, so coming off of L1, we're going to have two nerves where it's split there. So we have the iliohypogastric nerve as well as the ilioinguinal nerve. Okay. Then L2 and L3 are going to come together and make the, lateral femoral cutaneous nerve. And then at L2, L3, and L4, those are going to come together and make the femoral nerve. So here we have L2, L3, and L4. And we're going to make a star next to that just to indicate its importance due to the muscles that it's going to innervate. So that's L2, L3, L4, femoral nerve. And the femoral nerve is going to innervate the anterior femoral compartment. And just to abbreviate compartment, I'm just going to write a letter C. I'm going to do that on some additional nerves as well, just to kind of save space as we get a little tighter here. So that was the femoral nerve again, L2 through L4, anterior femoral compartment innervation. We are now going to move to the superior gluteal nerve. So the superior gluteal nerve is going to come off of L4, L5, and S1. So L4, L5, and S1. Again, that's the superior gluteal nerve. Again, L4 through S1. This is going to innervate three different muscles here. So we have the gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, as well as the tensor fasciae latae muscle, and I'm just going to abbreviate that with TFL. Okay, so superior gluteal nerve, L4 through S1, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus, tensor fasciae latae. Next, we're going to move to the inferior gluteal nerve. So the inferior gluteal nerve is going to come off of L5, S1, and S2. So here we have L5. Let's see here, S1 and S2. Okay, again, that is the inferior gluteal nerve. And again, that is L5 through S2. The inferior gluteal nerve is going to innervate the gluteus maximus. All right, now we're going to move to the nerve to the piriformis. So this is going to come off of S1 and S2. So again, that is nerve to piriformis. S1 through S2, and it is going to innervate the piriformis. Okay. Now we have the common fibular nerve. So this is one half of the sciatic nerve. So this is going to come from L4 down to S2. So we're going to draw that here. So we have L4, we're going to draw some additional lines, L5, S1, and S2. And again, that's the common fibular nerve. And again, that is L4 through S2. So the common fibular nerve is going to split, but before it splits, it's going to innervate the short head of the biceps femoris. Okay, and then, like I said, it is going to split into two nerves here. So we have the deep fibular nerve. Let's make sure we can see that. As well as the superficial fibular nerve. Let's see here. The deep fibular nerve is going to innervate the anterior crural compartment. And the superficial fibular nerve is going to innervate the lateral crural compartment. Okay, let's see, that's everything coming off the posterior division. So now we're going to switch over to a blue marker for the anterior divisions. Okay, let's see here. And I also did realize I do want to just indicate up here, back with that black marker, the roots where we came across. Okay, so back to the anterior divisions. At L1 and L2, we are going to have the genitofemoral nerve. Okay, and then at L2, 3, and 4, we are going to have the obturator nerve. So that was L2, L3, and L4. Again, that is the obturator nerve, L2 through L4. The obturator nerve is going to innervate the obturator externus. As well as the medial femoral compartment. Okay. Again, that's the obturator nerve coming off of L2 through L4, innervating the obturator externus and medial femoral compartment. Next, we're going to move to the nerve 2 quadratus femoris. So the nerve 2 quadratus femoris is going to come off of L4, L5, and S1. So here we have L4, L5, and S1. And again, that is the nerve 2 quadratus femoris. The nerve 2 quadratus femoris is going to innervate the quadratus femoris muscle. And it's also going to innervate the gemellus inferior muscle. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to the nerve to the obturator internus. So this is going to be at, let's see, L5, S1, and S2. So let's see, I'm going to draw that right here. So we have L5, S1, and S2. And again, that is the nerve to the obturator internus. So again, nerve to obturator internus is just going to be L5, S1, and S2. I am going to kind of write it a little bit over here just for the sake of space, but it is only coming off of L5 through S2. So the nerve to obturator internus is going to innervate the obturator internus. And it's also going to innervate the gemellus superior muscle. So again, I did kind of write that a little bit lower, but it is still coming off of L5, S1, and S2. And then lastly, we're going to have the tibial nerve, and this is another half of the sciatic nerve. So that's going to come off of L4 through S3. So I'm going to draw that here. So that was L4, L5, S1, S2, in S3. Again, that is the tibial nerve. Make sure we can see that here. All right. So that's L4 through S3. Two innervations here. It is going to innervate the posterior femoral compartment. As well as the posterior sural compartment. Okay, so that's the tibial nerve again, L4 through S3, posterior femoral compartment, as well as the posterior sural compartment. Before we wrap up, I do want to just indicate again, emphasize that the common fibular nerve and the tibial nerve are part of the sciatic nerve. Thanks for watching.